Today, we want to cover a taboo topic. So let's talk about money. Do you know actually what your colleague makes at work? Probably not. However, if an American would say what they make, they would probably say 30K or 50K. So they tell the yearly income compared to the Germans who give the monthly income. So this can cause a lot of confusion when an American asks a German, "Oh, what do you make?" And then the German says, "Oh yeah, 2,000." And then the American freaks out, "Wow, oh wow, this is not much." So when I first moved to the US, I had no idea that they are still using checks. Even the salary is in majority of the companies paid by check. And then you have to cash it in. So you go basically to the bank, you give the check, and then you cash it in. And this is probably where also the phrase from paycheck to paycheck comes from, because that the companies pay their employees by check. So you get a check and then you have to wait for the next check, and therefore you go from paycheck to paycheck. Also, our rent, we had to pay by check. So the first time when I had to pay the rent, I had to ask one of my colleagues to fill in the first check, because I had no idea, because it's not common in Germany to use checks. In the US, you get paid bi-weekly, so twice a month, compared to here in Germany where you only get paid once a month. So usually by the end of the month, you get paid. Another difference, of course, and the majority of you probably knows that, is that cash is still a common payment method in Germany. You will still find shops where you cannot pay without cash. So when I lived in the US, most of the time, actually, I did not even bring cash. I had my credit card, and everywhere you go, even if you just buy a pack of gum, you use your credit card. But here, the Germans are still using their cash most of the time. So when I go to the supermarket, the majority of people still is paying cash. Of course, this has changed a bit, especially through COVID, but it's still the main payment method. So keep this in mind if you visit Germany, to bring cash. Another difference are utilities. So usually in the US, you pay your utilities for gas, water and electricity based on your consumption. So either by the end of the month or the beginning of the next month, you pay your utilities based on what you have consumed the month before. In Germany, it is different. You pay every month the same. And this is based on estimates. So when you move into a new house or a new apartment, based on your household size, you get an estimate what a usual household size would consume, and then you get charged the same amount. And then you pay every month, you pay the same amount. And then by the end of the year, they calculate your real consumption. So based on the meters, you have where you have to provide the information to those companies. And then they calculate your real consumption, and you either get a refund or you get a bill if you have consumed even more than they have estimated. And then for the next year, they will use this information to charge you for the coming year. So this is totally different, and I assume it's also a culture shock for Americans if they move to Germany, because usually they don't like to pay for something they have not received. If I'm wrong here, please write something in the comment section. So today I covered a couple of differences between Germans and Americans. If you even know more differences when it comes to money, so please share them with me in the comment section. Looking forward to all your comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please give me either a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel, and then you will be notified if I post more videos. I will also provide some news on the progress of our house. For those of you who have watched my video on the endangered species, because that's the reason why we had to wait so long for even start our construction. But finally now it's April and the hibernating period is over, so now we can start building our house. So I will use the upcoming months for providing progress, for showing some details on how we even found the plot, what we are building, the costs, and also if it's fun to build a house or if you should consider just renting an apartment. I hope to talk soon, and bye for now.